Stereotypes. We are all guilty of them from time to time in one form or another. Those generalizations often inhibit our performance and can prevent one to succeed. That's something you don't need to convince Gregg Campbell of from Redi Enterprises of Medicine Hat.
It's not any one thing in particular. It's about helping people, which is really, the number one thing for me. I like to help people, and it's trying to make the contacts and making the right match for our job seeker and the employer.
Campbell has been working with Redi for 7 years, an organization that helps find employment for people with disabilities.
It's always different, it seems like. I mean, I might have a pitch and to go into an employer, especially sort of speak a cold call, but generally speaking, I would think that people, I would be turned down more than I would say, I love your idea.
One place he wasn't turned away was Paradise Valley Golf Course, where a young man by the name of Sean Ratzlaff has found a new home.
One of the functions we had that needed to be fulfilled was dishwasher. So we have several that sort of come and go and play that role, and some come and move on into the cooking role. And then we were introduced by Redi to Sean Ratzlaff, and so it's been an absolute pleasure experiencing Redi's program and watching Sean come and take on a new role in his life and quite honestly thrive in our environment.
Sean has autism, and so his attention to detail is incredible.
It's a little complicated. Sean spends a lot of time, in his own world and doesn't interact much. I'm not sure I've said more than 7 or 8 words to him. Well, I've said a lot of words to him, but he hasn't said more than 7 or 8 words back to me.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? Great. Day going good?
Other people, can communicate with him somewhat more. He needs to be quite comfortable, with the individual before he'll interact.
He came to us a couple years ago, and he had never worked before, finished his schooling, and was looking for how to contribute in the community.
One of the things that you're concerned about as proprietors of a food service establishment is you want things to be clean and sanitary. And
so I approached Debbie, the kitchen manager, the catering manager, about a fellow that we have, a job seeker, that I thought would do quite well in the kitchen.
Wonder if someone that is has some learning challenges or what have you will understand the same level of standards that we might.
Never tried it really before. Debbie, with our relationship there, she said, let's give him a try. And then the rest was history.
But that's one of the things, can we maintain the standards of cleanliness and hygiene and all those kinds of things?
Sean has been working with Paradise Valley for over a year and is just another one of the guys.
It's kind of affirmed what we always believed in, which is everybody deserves a chance to, at something and somewhere, and everybody belongs somewhere. So one of the things that I suppose you could also be concerned about at first is, how is he going to fit in with everyone else? How's everyone going to treat him? You're almost worried about that he's not going to be treated fairly, or he's going to be looked at or teased or what have you. And it certainly is not the case.
A success for us is many things, but I mean the success for someone to get paid work at a place, an employer paid, from the employer right to the client to the job seeker is really the ultimate.
But the process was painless. I mean, it was absolutely painless. It was just so transparent. It was, I would love to have 7 or 8 more people like Sean. It's just such a great place to. Such a great type of individual to work in a place like this.
For Go Southern Alberta, I'm Dave Dawson.